Hey guys, welcome back. Stop Talk and Roll, episode 308. We break down some jiu-jitsu rounds. Today we have myself and a newcomer to the gym, Pedro, who just joined. Pedro was quite good. I hit him initially with this little hook sweep, but he does a great job of doing what I always say, and he hasn't been here and hasn't watched our episode, so I'm glad he already took this, already does this little technique here, which is as I sweep him, he immediately gets under my feet and doesn't let me put my feet on the floor. Okay, and when you do this, just like I've said before, if you can't put your feet on the ground, you can't stand up. If I can't put my feet on the ground when I'm sweeping someone, I can't get on top of you. So this is the same as true. Like I'm going to look when I'm sweeping someone, I'm looking to catch their feet. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm looking to hook that bottom foot and lift up. He kicks it away out of my range and at the same time lifts my leg up. It does a great job of not letting me get under his legs and lift him up. Okay, because I don't want him to get up either. Pedro does a great job doing this and is able to get back up on top. I maintain my original controls of the sleeve and I take him over again. And again, he's doing a great job. He's lifting my foot. This is good. He's lifting my foot here and staying under my other leg and not letting me get my legs on the ground. I'm trying to come through to pass the guard. I am not making excuses. These guys exhausted me this day. So there's a slew of rounds coming up where these guys just maul me. It's not great. So I've been doing this a lot in no gi, getting away with it. A little bit harder in the gi, which is this right here. So I've just been kind of like ever since I started wrestling, trying to turn around, but there's a reason for it. It's not just exposing my back. What I'm trying to do is create distance. Is when you're passing someone, right? When you're playing guard or passing someone's guard, the actual act of passing, the first kind of red flag for me as the guard player is if you get past my knees. And Pedro's clearly done that here. So I want to regain control of that space. I want to get my knees free. So one of the things I've been doing is bellying down and going forward, okay, which is exactly what I do here. I'm playing. I'm trying to keep my hooks in. He clearly gets around my legs. You can see it's a little hard with the black gis, I know, but he's past my legs here, right? So he's past me. So now I can stay here with my arms behind me, reaching back, trying to do some garbage technique here, being bigger. I could just be bigger than Pedro. But Pedro's past me. He's got me dead to rights right now if I don't do anything. So what I do is I belly down. It exposes my back, but that creates two things. One, it creates a situation where my back's exposed, right? So it's like, okay, cool, I can jump from the back. Pedro doesn't get that far. Sometimes people do, but Pedro doesn't get that far. But what that does allow me to do is violently turn my hips. And for someone to hold your hips down, when I have, like, I'm going from this shoulder in the air to completely switching, right? My shoulders are spinning, my hips are spinning, I'm turning my whole body. That's hard to hold someone there. And what that lets me do again is drive away from Pedro and get my hooks in so I can just reestablish a guard and look to go for some sweeps, which is, at least I get that far. So look, I'm away. I get my knees back in play. I get my hooks in, and I can start taking them again. And this time, looks like I finally get that sweep. Notice again what I'm trying to do. I hook, and just for this is my leg in blue, and then this is his leg in red. Okay, I'm looking to get under his leg and lift it up. And now he can't return that foot to the ground, so I can actually maintain a tops position, at least for a second. It looks like he's about to get back, but I hit a successful sweep. He's still doing a really good job of lifting that leg up. I mean, this is a constant battle. He's constantly trying to do this, which is great. I'm gonna move sides. Oh my goodness. Why did I get swept like that? Okay, what did I do wrong here? All right, so we're passing through, settling, Oh, he kept my arm, and that's good. That's embarrassing. Oh, so he's got my arm trapped. He's got my arm trapped. Gets under here. It takes me over. What could I have done? If I was being really solid, well, I'd have to let him get his guard back. I think I sit down. I think I sit down on his leg. Because he has to, what does he have to do? He straightens, he has to bridge on that leg. So, pros and cons of that. Okay, so I think what I need to do there is just sit. Now, what that does invite is his ability to hip in. But I think I sit on this and I pull him this way. It's definitely inviting like a half guard retention kind of situation. But obviously that should stop him from being able to sweep me like this and give me some time to fight back, because he's putting me in a really bad position. And I need to get that arm back, my right arm here, the one that's off frame here, my right arm, I need to get that out. And he's doing a good job controlling that. So yeah, okay. So I guess next time I'm in this situation, I'm going to try to sit and see what happens. Okay, anyway, takes me over, beautiful reversal, right into a pretty good passing situation. I'm able to get my knee up to keep him away. Driving into me, knee on belly. Able to get back to a half guard. Turning. Able to get back to a butterfly guard. Close guard. But with these hooks in, with this in, I've been playing with this a lot recently, so it's kind of like an arm triangle threat. I could finish it from here, but I feel like I have to use a lot of energy. So, well, what I have been doing, Pedro did a good job of not letting me, but what I had been doing, that I've hit a few people with, I'm sure it'll be on camera at some point. I've been getting this position and then just putting this hook in and taking them this direction. So it's a butterfly sweep. Put myself back over here. It's a butterfly sweep, or a hook sweep. If I ever say butterfly sweep, I mean hook sweep. That's just like what I call it. I've been calling it since I was a white belt because I was like, it's the butterfly sweep. I can hit a hook sweep with the arm triangle. Really trying to work on saying so much. Very conscious of it. I still do it. I should take some data. Do like my first few videos versus now. I know it's still an issue, but so right here, what I could do is lace my legs. And I forget what that half guard, I think it's a knee shield half guard. I could lace my legs here and extend my body away to keep Pedro off of me for a second, and then use that to either rotate him over or turn myself up and get a better established guard, or at least for me. Half guard's fine for most people, but I prefer a butterfly or butterfly. So the whole time, if you see, this is a really good little image of this. The whole time I'm trying to keep him from getting, like, I'm rolling pretty chill, but like certain things that happen makes me react pretty significantly. So like here I'm chilling, right? Like it's like no big deal. I'm just having fun, not in much danger. But then the second Pedro gets past both my knees, so you can see here he's cleared my knee line. That's awful. I do not like that. So I'm gonna have a big reaction to that. I turn, like that's, I know it doesn't look like much, but this movement is pretty powerful. Like just that little movement there. Driving away, I don't want him to get through, okay? It's ski, so I'm not gonna reap, but I'll use that to kind of get him off of me a little bit. All right, knees back in, neck in, the whole time. I do not want those knees there. All right, so we have him in a standing position. I don't think we've been there yet. Get some gi grips, sleeve grips. Hey, the good old standing hook sweep. I don't hit that too often. But I get myself to mount. Start going for a collar choke as we run out of time. Let's check that. Standing hook sweep. That's not something I do too common. So you can see me do something weird. This is me with like 20 seconds on the clock. Like, let's try something. So I get some sleeve grips. I switch to a collar sleeve, pull him in, down. So I break his head down, hips up high. And all I'm doing there, so I put a hook in. So it's the same thing as a hook sweep, but what I'm doing is I'm driving his hips past his head, right? So it's not like the worst. You want to have good base, right? Like it's better to be hips down, head up here. But it's not like the worst thing in the world. However, in this case, what happens is I'm driving his head down, and at the same time, I'm kicking him up and this direction, getting his hips over his head, right? So drive down, hips up, over his head, right? And he grabs my leg in an attempt to slow him down. Here I drive. I'm going to create, I keep distance on this. So this shin is going to turn into a wedge against this leg from coming back in. And this foot right now is seeking this thigh. So he can't get on top of it, right? So the back of my hamstring gets below that. I look to pull these arms up right there, so he can't control my leg. He's trying to make contact, so I pull it up, get down, get him out, and this is just like garbage. I'm just trying because there's literally 3 seconds on the clock, so he was not in danger. That was not a good attempt by any means. And that's the round. Let's see if we get a cool still. Pedro, welcome to the gym. Good to have you. Pedro is very game. None of these are good pictures. All right, there we go. None of these are. Pedro's got a very good game. Great addition to the team. I hope you trained some nogi. I don't know if you did. I forgot to ask that, but we'll get some rounds of nogi. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Drop a comment below. You guys have been leaving some great comments, really encouraging me. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Working on saying ums. I said a little earlier, I have a bunch of videos coming out of, there's like 4 rounds of me, and I'm absolutely gassed. I just came back from on antibiotics for like 10 days. I came back from being on antibiotics for 10 days for strep throat. Not that I'm excusing anything. However, this is me getting back into the gym, trying to get my cardio back up, and I filmed it. So you get to see me deteriorate over the course of these rounds, where my energy just is zapped and I get absolutely crushed by everybody. But that was my experience for the majority of my jiu-jitsu career. So I'm pretty used to being defensive, and I think I was able to hold off everybody's kind of defense. My offense was just terrible though. One of the rounds, I'll put it up here eventually. I had somebody in a full-blown arm bar and just like couldn't break their arm. Like I couldn't break their grips. It was just bad. So, all right. Have a lovely day. Bye.